Today I want to share with you the top 5 lessons I've learned as a real estate broker that have allowed me to grow a successful business for myself. See, I started as a broke 22-year-old with zero experience, no sales, and no clue what I was doing. Now, about to turn 30, I run a successful real estate business in Greater Montreal. I bought multiple properties and I've helped many clients change their lives through real estate. But it wasn't always smooth. I failed, I doubted myself, and I made every mistake you can imagine. And I'm still learning every day. But along the way, I learned lessons that changed everything. Whether you're thinking about starting your own business, leveling up your career, or launching a passion project, these 5 lessons I'm about to share with you are the real difference between spinning your wheels and building something that actually lasts. But first, before we get into it, let's roll the intro. Today I want to share with you what I wish I knew before starting my business. See, I didn't start my real estate business with a huge network, tons of money, or a step-by-step guide. I started from scratch, trying to figure it all out. One deal, one client, one mistake at a time. Early on, it was tough. There were months when nothing was happening. I questioned myself constantly, I made mistakes, and I lost deals. There were times I wondered if I had what it took to succeed. But I kept showing up, I kept learning, and over time I started to gain traction. And with every challenge came a lesson that helped shape who I am. Not just as a broker, but as a business owner and a person. So whether you're just getting started or you're already deep into your career, I hope these 5 lessons resonate with you and maybe even help you fast track your own journey. So let's start with lesson 1. Consistency over motivation. One of the biggest mistakes I made early on was waiting to feel ready before taking action. I thought I needed to be in the right mood to prospect, create content, or follow up with leads. But the truth is, motivation is temporary. The people who succeed long term, they don't wait to feel inspired. They show up anyway. Every day, rain or shine, I learned that consistency is the real key. So whether you're starting a business or working a 9-to-5, building something meaningful comes from doing the small things over and over again, even if you don't feel like doing it. And trust me, this is probably the most important lesson today. Lesson 2, belief in yourself and confidence. When I started out, I had a lot of self-doubt. I'd overthink everything and I didn't feel like I belonged. And people can sense that energy. But here's what I realized. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. You earn it through action. And you become confident by showing up, by doing the work, and by proving to yourself that you can handle the pressure. And whether you're pitching an idea to your boss or selling your services or products, confidence will always be one of your biggest assets. But the key lesson is that you can't wait for it. You have to work at building it. A perfect example for me is YouTube. When I first started, I could barely get a full sentence out on the camera without stumbling. I was awkward, I was nervous, and I was totally uncomfortable. I'm still not perfect and there's always room to grow, but after 4 years of consistently showing up, recording videos, and pushing through the discomfort, I've come a long way. And that weekly practice has helped me build real confidence, not by waiting for it to show up, but by earning it through repetition. Lesson 3, the market rewards value and not just hard work. I used to think that working nonstop would eventually lead to success. I was grinding 12-hour days thinking that alone would get me ahead. But I learned that hard work without value is just noise. You have to offer something that solves a problem. You have to be good at what you do. And whether you're a freelancer, an employee, or a business owner, if you focus on improving a skill set and delivering value, that market will respond. It's not about how many hours you grind, it's about how well you serve. One very interesting thing that I've learned over the years is the 80-20 rule in business, also known as the Pareto principle. Essentially, it is the idea that 80% of the results come from 20% of efforts. In my daily routine of tasks, for example, 80% of my productivity comes from 20% of my tasks. So this helps me focus on what truly moves the needle, and instead of trying to do everything, using this rule, you can identify and double down on the most impactful actions, clients, and products, or marketing strategies that drive the majority of your results. I just want to quickly interrupt this video to remind you that this year I have the goal of reaching 5,000 subscribers on my channel and becoming a go-to real estate resource. So if you're watching this video and haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please take a second to show some support and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Your support means a lot and it goes a long way. Now, back to the video. Lesson 4, embrace failure as growth opportunities. Failure is part of the process. I've had deals fall through at the last minute, I've lost clients, I've made decisions that cost me money, and every time I felt like I got punched in the gut. But now I see those moments differently. Failure is actually feedback. It's teaching you what not to do next time, and it's refining your approach. The people who grow the fastest are the ones who aren't afraid to fail, and that is the honest truth. Whatever you're building, you have to expect mistakes. Don't just stop, learn from them, adjust, and keep going. I used to think that everything had to be perfect before I put it out into the world. But the truth is, it doesn't. Perfection actually slows you down. What matters most is taking action. Launch your project, share your idea, get the real feedback, and use that to improve. That process will teach you more, much faster than sitting on it for months and trying to make it flawless. Lesson 5, adaptability wins in the long run. See, things change, markets shift, new tools and new competition come out, and strategies that worked last year don't always work today. So if you're stuck in your ways, you'll often get left behind. One of the most important things I've learned is to stay adaptable. Be open to change, try new things, and reinvent your approach when needed. Whether it's real estate, content creation, or corporate, you've got to be able to pivot and evolve, and that's how you stay ahead. So whether you're just starting out, pivoting careers, or launching something new, these lessons can help you grow at a much quicker pace. So be consistent, build your confidence through action, focus on value, treat failures like a teacher, and stay adaptable. These very principles helped me grow from a struggling 22-year-old broker into someone running a successful real estate business in Greater Montreal, and they can help you too, no matter what you're building. With that, this week's video is officially over, and I want to get your thoughts in the comments below. What lessons stood out to you? And even better, what lesson would you want to share with others? Let me know and drop a comment below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications for more real estate content like this in the future. And as always, I'll catch you next time.